What's up, y'all? Erroneous here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. I didn't talk about this champion, but I want to go over her kit because I haven't done so yet. So I want to go over it with you if you haven't looked at her kit yet and you're just tuning in today to figure out what the heck she does. Her name is Lemonissa. She's a free login champion that you can get soon. If you're interested in playing Raid Shadow Legends, I have a link in the description down below. Please click it. And it sends some statistics over to Plarium and shows how many people actually use my links to play the game. So it'll be very helpful for me and the channel. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So we've got Lemonissa here, the Gold Wing. Her A1, what does she do? She's also a force-based champion. She's attack-based. She's a Sylvan Watcher. She's going to be legendary, of course, for a free legendary. Attacks one enemy 2 times. If the target's under a shield buff, each hit has a 25% chance of decreasing the value of the shield by 10%. Trash. Will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance. If the target is not under any shield buffs, each hit will ignore 10% of the target's defense instead. Okay, that's a little bit better. If they're not under shield, we'll ignore 10% of the target's defense instead. I think they should have just gave this person ignores defense on this ability. I think they just should have did it anyways and added it in. This shield buff thing, I've not seen it in game. I haven't seen any testing on it, but it sounds like trash so far. Because does it work on protected shield as well? Who knows? Because the protected shield can't be increased or decreased. So can the shield itself be decreased in size? I don't know. Is she going to be good for the Faction War hard mode? Possibly. She might be good for a certain boss if the boss places massive shields on himself, where the shield's so large that you can't break through it and you die before you break through the shield. Then we're talking a little bit. But that's an extremely niche use case, and that's for endgame players. And this could also be a potential progression-based champion. She's going to be your nuker early and mid and late game on your account. She's probably going to be utilized the entire way as an attack-based nuker if you don't have Dythe from the Sylvan Watchers. Dythe is like the hardest hitter in the Sylvan Watchers next to like Aileel, in my opinion. So if you want to debate me, you can in the comments down below. So far, her abilities for the A1 is kind of average in my opinion. On the A2, intercept the threat. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 100% chance of removing 2 random buffs from the target. That's not bad. That's actually really strong. Kind of similar to the champion Tila Gormain, who got a buff in the past. She was trash, and then she got better with the buff. So this girl's coming out of the gate and having a Tila Gormain type of ability on the A2. Will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from Corrupted. Okay, so that's not terrible, but I assume she's going to be more PvE focused based on me reading her kit so far, because she's going to be like someone you use in Faction Wars hard mode, Curse City. You know, maybe you use her as your nuker in arena early game. If you just starting in the game right now, if you're picking up Raid Shadow Legends right now, then you can use this girl as your main nuker. This skill deals more damage equal to the value of the target's current turn meter. Stacks up to 100%. Interested to see how hard that hits. Again, I haven't personally seen any video testing on it, so I couldn't tell you if she hits hard or not. You guys can let me know in the comments down below, though. This book's down to a 3 turn. And also to keep in mind, when you're just starting out in the game, you can use like a referral code or some type of code to get like Sun Wukong. And Sun Wukong's going to be a harder hitter than her. So I guess you could use Sun Wukong paired alongside her against the bosses. Would this be good in Hydra for the A1 for the big shields? I don't know. It depends on if it works on the Devoured shield. If it works on Devoured shield, then you're talking. But I don't know if it does or not. Probably not, because I don't think it's counted as a shield as compared to your typical regular shield buffs. But again, if anybody knows, let me know. I just don't know because I have not asked. Venerated Warrior attacks all enemies 2 times. The first hit has a 75% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction. Amazing against Amius. This is an amazing Amius champion. Okay. Very, very PvE. Curse City, she's going to be very, very strong. So people are saying she's trash and that she's like the worst. I've been told in chat, CC chat, that they think she's the worst ever login champion. But again, this is a champion that can unlock a lot for those who just don't have the means of unlocking certain areas of the game. So obviously, me being endgame, she's not someone that appeals to me as much it would appeal to someone who's early or mid game, or for someone who's late or end game that just doesn't have the right champions to defeat certain areas of this game in PvE. So she's going to open up with the heal reduction on the boss, and that's really strong. Of course, if she's on the same rotation as that one chick that's in Undead, Morrigan ends up applying every turn the passive. Every time she takes a turn, a 2-turn unresistible, and I think it's unresistible. No, it's not unresistible. It's you have to have accuracy with her, but it can't be removed or transferred or spread or have its the duration decreased or increased. So Morrigan is very powerful against Amius, stronger than her. If she's paired with Morrigan on the same rotation, that kind of sucks. That would be annoying, to be honest. So hopefully she's on a different rotation than Morrigan, a rotation that most people don't have heal reduction. She's just going to make the boss that much easier. A second hit has a 50% chance of placing block buffs for 2 turns, will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if they come from a corrupted alliance. And I'm pretty sure that Amius is considered corrupted alliance, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong there. I don't know if he's considered because he's not like in a faction. He's just kind of his own boss. But he looks like he'd be from the demon spawn or something like that. But it's on a 3-turn cooldown if you book it, which is not bad. It books out to 100% chance. The second hit is only 50% chance though, books to a 75%. So the block buffs, I wish they just gave her 100% block buffs. That's kind of frustrating. That is a little frustrating because she could also be utilized in Hydra for the block buffs, but it's not 100%. So I mean, she can still be used in Hydra. So if you're early, mid, or late game and you just don't have a lot of block buff champions and you need an extra champion to block buff on a second or third team that you have, then she could be the person you bring in. But by no means is she going to be the one doing everything for you. She's definitely going to be strong. She's average to slightly above average in my opinion so far. For the passive, Scourge of Evil receives 15% less damage from enemies under heal reduction. So that ability right there, a Venom Mage has the exact same passive, 15% less damage from enemies under heal reduction, fills this champion's turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy receives a shield buff or is healed. Not bad. That's actually not bad. So I think she's decent. I don't think she's going to be the best champion out there, but she's going to be a decent average to slightly above average legendary champion. And I don't think she's the worst ever. Maybe she is the worst ever free login, but I wouldn't say that she's terrible. Her kit reads fairly well. It doesn't read terribly. It's just we're so used to getting god tier champions over and over and over that we get ticked off when we don't keep getting the god tier champions, okay? So people have to understand, like, you can't just always get the best champions over and over and over. That would defeat the purpose of this game. And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to defend Plarium on this one. And I don't usually defend Plarium all the time. But we're getting free champions. You're literally getting free champions. And you're complaining that you're getting free champions over and over and over. Yes, the new players that are just coming into the game, they get a little upset because they can't get a certain free champion. But when we first started out in the game, someone like myself, someone who's been playing for 5+ years, we didn't get free champions. We didn't get any of that. So people need to be a little bit more thankful that they're getting, like, sometimes, I don't know, this reads like a decent champion. Maybe she just doesn't have good multipliers. But I'm just saying, us endgamers don't need to get endgame champions every single time they post a new champion. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to defend Plarium on this one. And I don't usually do that. But thank you, Plarium, for this champion. I think it's going to be great for any new players in the game. Increase ally attack in all battles by 25%. So She's a decent champion. It's not someone I'm going to be using all the time, but I'm probably going to end up having to use her in my Faction War hard mode as an endgame player because I just don't have the means to complete some of the content for Sylvan Watchers eventually. I can already tell, like, more than likely, I'm going to get hard stuck in the hard Faction Wars. It's going to be against one of these bosses or one of the waves. They're going to be placing, some of the waves have crazy shields, and she's going to be good against the champions with the crazy shields. So mark my words on that one. I can almost guarantee it because I'm already fighting these waves, and some of these waves with the shield champs is frustrating as heck unless you have 2 Dythi with god tier gear. It's very, very challenging. So I don't think she's terrible. I don't think she's above average. I think she's average to slightly above average, but I'm going to give her average, and she's still going to be utilized by a lot of players out there. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. If you appreciate the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on a video soon. Take care.